A very good day to all my listeners all across the world. Welcome back to my podcast, George Nathaniel, and this is George Nathaniel for each one of you. 2025 looks like a great year for each one of us. And in 2025, I'm sure each one of us are even going to scale newer heights, raise our own benchmark, and of course, come up with bigger and successful goals all through the year. Listeners, as you know, my podcast is all about wellness. It's about sharing good experiences to help each other grow faster in life. My subject for today is crossing barriers. When I say crossing barriers, I would come down to being very simple in saying, give your potential a pushover. See how you've done over the years, evaluate how you've done over the years, and now is the time to give your potential a pushover. Because the moment you give your potential a pushover, that's building over your dreams, making it bigger, better as you cross barriers. It's taking yourself from success to being successful. And of course, not just in terms of success, but also in terms of raising your own benchmark with your given potential and understanding your potential best. Today's podcast is dedicated to a very young friend of mine. So I have a very young friend who came over to me last evening to just discuss his career goals in life. He's just about graduating from college, and like he mentioned, he has plans that as soon as he graduates, he would take up a job. In a few years' time, he would settle into managing his own business, and the money that he would have earned over those few years is what he would invest into managing his business with. Well, as he came to me for a little suggestion and advice, I had to give him a patient hearing and, of course, the understanding that yes, I am listening to you without any doubts and being precise to what you're looking or what you're expecting from me. After listening to his goals, after listening to his dreams of what he wants to do, what he wants to achieve, what he wants to acquire, what he wants to accomplish in life, I sat down first and softly acknowledged his plans and told him that yes, I really appreciate his far-sightedness to build his career path. And of course, I'm sure he would definitely do it going a long time. And as I sat down and as he became comfortable, I softly raised a few questions to him. I asked him, dear friend, if you're going to start working exactly or just after your graduation, what would be your specialty? How do you intend to build or create it over time? What are your plans on being sustainable? How are you going to scale over your career or look at a flourishing business as you get into business engagements? Well, these questions are a little big for an amateur or a student, like I would say. So I asked him what was his knowledge about the marketplace or what was his understanding about the marketplace. Well, he looked a little confused, looked a little blank, and I'm sure everyone at that age would. If I was his age, I would look similar as well. And this was very evident that the main reason why he came to me. So since this being the biggest reason why he came to me, I said, let me keep it very simple, very precise, so he understands what I'm trying to tell him without discouraging his future plans or his future goals. So I said, let me make it workable and let me make it immediate. So I told him, my friend, everyone's having a smartphone these days. And what is the most important thing that you do on your phone? So he came up with a lot of things saying browsing the net, his YouTubes, his WhatsApps, and everything. So I said, when you look at the Internet of Things today, it is the most biggest and widest platform across the world. It is one of the best platforms where even the best of the best go there to refer. And I said, looking at your goals, looking at your dreams, looking at your aspirations, and looking at the pride that we have in you, the way you see your future, you're so far-sighted. I said, look at the Internet of Things. Age has no barriers today. Upskilling has no barriers today. Monetization has no barriers today. Proficiency has no barriers today. And of course, any information that you want, and so on and on, nothing has any barriers today. It's about how much you want to learn, how much you want to grow, and how much you want to take things forward. So then I told him, today it's a fast track world. It's fast changing trends around different engagements. So be it your professional life, your personal life, or what you want to be as a contributor to your own life when you set standards for yourself. It's important that you grow. It's important that you adapt. And it's important that you evolve. So when I say grow, I mean grow with knowledge base, grow with an understanding of how things are changing. Adapt with modern trends. Adapt with what's happening around the world globally. And you need to evolve. With time, all these things are possible. And if you get into this, you will be enabling your dreams. So then, for a few minutes, I saw he actually brightened up. Because I was talking in terms of his goals. So then I said, when you look at it as a common platform for anybody all across the world, anybody aspiring to go and make his life successful or trying to build over his career path, I said the most important thing for anybody is adaptation to his life goals. And that's what you have come to me for. You've come to collect details in terms of know-how, in terms of how you can start working on your dreams and how you can start building your goals. And the key to building over your dreams, the key to being successful or working towards successful is actually crossing barriers. Crossing barriers is about creating opportunities over your potential. Creating opportunities over what you want to further learn and grow to be. And it's very, very important. It's very, very important that while working, you learn. While learning, you also work. And at any point of time, you need to upskill while you grow. So if you are able to manage these few things, it'll make life very, very, very simple for you. And that's how I came to this topic of crossing barriers. So when we look at opportunities all across, at any age, at any level of our professional career paths, or at any stage of our life, there is always an opportunity at hand. But it's very, very important for us to first cross our barriers. So when I say cross our barriers, this doesn't just apply to anybody as an amateur. It also goes to professionals. It goes to successful people also. We need to learn. We need to work. When we need to monetize. That's the simple economics of life. And when I say learning, and if I have to refer this professionally, I would say we need to specialize over what we do and how we do it best. Learning now also comes with alternative goals. It's an alternative source of earning, but that comes from learning. And how we can also supplement other opportunities as we learn. And when we look at working engagements, it's very important that we focus on our careers. So when you learn and specialize, that synchronizes with your career goal. When you look at alternative goals, alternative learning processes, it actually something that you are passionate about. So that synchronizes with your passion. And when you're supplementing opportunities, you're looking at part time engagements where you can earn something while you learn. And when we look at monetize, that's the economics of life. It's very, very important for us to understand that yes, we do have a fixed source of income. We are working towards an additional source of income in terms of our learning, in terms of our work engagements. And of course, there is always an ancillary source of income where you can actually take your passion and monetize it professionally. So when you look at your life goals, and so I explained to this youngster that when you look at your life goals of immediately coming out of your educational journey and moving into a professional journey, it is very, very important that while you are engaged in your work, you need to continuously learn to grow over your career path. And learning is not only educational, learning is also upskilling, learning is also specializing. Learning is also looking at different avenues that will actually supplement your growth in life. So, for all the listeners all across the world, crossing barriers is very important for us at any stage of our life. There is always an opportunity for you to move to the next level, to move a step forward. There's always an opportunity for you to look at something bigger, something greater, and something that is within your potential. Nothing limits your growth of opportunities. All you need to do is facilitate your goals over your engagements by just crossing your barriers and making your dreams bigger and ensuring that you have greater successes over all your involvements in life. For some time, just sit back and visualize multiple goals along your journey. You may be well established in your career, but you could be having exceptional talent. That talent could be put to some use in terms of your passion, in terms of a non-conflict to your work engagement. So now the Internet of Things offers so much of opportunities far and wide across. I see youngsters, recently there was a youngster who was recruited by one of the top organizations across the world for an exorbitant salary. And he came from homeschool learning. So homeschool learning is about learning from wherever you get an opportunity and growing out of that. And when we look at all the achievers in all across the world, they are all successful people. And when you look at successful people have a lot of followers. They have a lot of people who keep coming to them from different avenues of life, different verticals of life. So it's also important for a successful person to also keep learning, keep growing, so that he takes his success to the next level. So crossing barriers is a very, very important aspect for each one of us at any point all along our journey of life. And when I told this to this youngster, he just lit up. He lit up saying, wow, I'm so happy that I am on the right course. So if I chose to get into work, I still have the opportunity to continue pursuing my studies. I have the opportunities to continue pursuing my specialization in the area that I want to get into, and also earn money to sustain my livelihood, to sustain my dream, my goals, and my passion in life. So it's very, very important for us that when we cross over our barriers, we need to work on our potential We need to raise our potential and understand how that will benefit us over our goals and journey in life. Listeners, I hope I was able to give you some good insights on crossing barriers. And as you know, all my podcast is very simple, very precise, and it's all about giving insights to you to help you make your dreams achievable, make your dreams easier, and help you to grow faster in life. I hope you like listening to this podcast, Crossing Barriers. This is George Nathaniel, and as you know, my podcast is available across all platforms, and I also have my own brand website, which is called georgenathaniel.net. Come into my site or listen to my podcast, put in your request of what you want me to talk about, or call me up, message me, take an appointment. Let's discuss what are the things that we can talk about and share to the world to make the world happier, to build wellness all across. Thank you so much. This is George Nathaniel, and I wish each one of you all greater success.